Right, welcome back to News 360, live here on TV3. Let's do some other news now. And Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Ablakwa, is accusing government of insensitivity, cruelty and greed after claiming its handling of compensation for lands used for the National Cathedral has left many unemployed. Ablakwa claims over 100 employees of a private real estate company have been rendered unemployed because of a tussle over land due them after the original property was destroyed as part of the Cathedral project. Well, the MP now joins us live on the phone lines for more details on this developing story. Mr. Ablakwa, thank you very much for your time. You have been the regular conduit of information with regards to this National Cathedral. This appears to be the very latest we know. What do you know?
Yeah, good evening to you. Good evening to all distinguished viewers across the globe. So the latest in the series of exposés about this National Cathedral scandal relates to the fact that, as we speak, private developers whose properties were demolished have not been compensated. Remember that the earlier leaks we put out confirmed that over 200 million Ghana cedis have been taken out of the state's coffers. Remember that these withdrawals are unconstitutional because they violated Article 178. Government did not have parliamentary approval to take out those colossal sums of money from the consolidated fund. So we track the money. You know, the rule is to follow the money. We followed the money, discovered that the construction, the actual construction, has been suspended. The contractors, the lead contractors, Rebody Company Limited, has suspended work for lack of payment. And we were quite shocked that all of these huge sums of monies withdrawn unconstitutionally from the consolidated fund. The contractors are complaining that they have not been paid, and they have indeed terminated the appointment of their workers, about 200 of their workers, and we have put out documentation to confirm that. So we then decided to check on the compensation, that perhaps the monies have been used to take care of the folks whose properties were demolished. And there again, we had a rude awakening that the compensation due these the victims of demolition have not been handed out to them. Now, if you look at the particular case we have put out this evening, it's a company called Waterstone Realty. They own luxury apartment buildings on 1.6 acres of land. The Minister for Lands and Natural Resources at the time, the Honorable John Peter Amewu, wrote to them on the 30th of May 2018 that they have a few weeks to evacuate and that they are going to demolish their property and government will compensate them. Will you believe that since 2018 up to now, they have not been compensated? It was not until the 12th of August 2020, some 2 years ago, that they received a letter from the Lands Commission signed by the Executive Secretary at the time, Suleimana Mahama, who allocated them a 1.26 acre land in Ridge. And to our shock, the persons living in that allocation, that bungalow, claimed that they are national security operatives and they are not moving an inch. Can you believe that? Same government, a government that says it is putting up a cathedral and will compensate victims of demolition. This same government, elements in the same government, are saying that the Lands Commission cannot instruct them, cannot tell them what to do. So as we speak, 4 years on, this company, which was paying their taxes, had employed over 100 people, and very profitable business, they have been left stranded. The youth are unemployed. They do not know what will happen. They've written several letters to government officials, and they have drawn blank.
Mr. Ablakwa, you have raised several questions of impropriety and violent violation of the Constitution. As a member of Parliament following this matter keenly, what's going to be your next line of action?
Yeah, I was just going to conclude by saying that as we speak, this company, Waterstone Realty, have served notice to the Attorney General that they are proceeding to court. And we have to be preparing for some judgment that in gigantic proportions, because the valuations that have been done, this is a $6.5 million company which was demolished. And one questions that the model, the mindset, the thinking behind this approach of demolishing properties to build a cathedral at this time of our economic life. But now to answer your question about what I'm doing, we have filed 3 urgent questions. One standing in the name of my colleague, the Honorable Kwame Agboja. I have filed 2. These are questions related to the unconstitutionality, the cost of the project, the procurement breaches. And then we are also now in active discussions about initiating a parliamentary probe into this, because there are so many legs. This has become a hydra-headed scandal, and we are about to initiate a parliamentary probe into this. But ultimately, it is quite likely that we may be seeing some concrete action that will lead to a motion to move for a vote of censure. In other words, to remove the finance minister. There are some people who are saying that, look, this is the president's project. He has brought us where we are. He says it's a priority of priorities. It was a personal pledge, and he is the one who has engaged in this grand deception and this festival of lawlessness. And
Mr. Ablakwa, I've got to say a big thank you to you.
So there are all of these cards on the table as we speak.
We appreciate your time. Accuses Ablakwa is MP for North Tongue, I beg your pardon. I think so. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us.